Hi Thomas, this is Dr. B, and I'm going to watch your video for the first time and make comments as I watch it. So let's hit play. Okay, and I think what you're saying here is they found a better way to turn the carbonyl group into a primary amine. Nice. Yeah, I see that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No doubt. It's almost like one pot synthesis. Which, by the way, it's not. But you do need hydroxychloroquine for lupus, for malaria, and there's certainly a need for it. And it's off patent, so anybody who can find a better way of synthesis can use it. Okay, let me make some comments about things I liked, things you could do to improve it, and you're great. One of my favorite things about your talk was that you made a sincere attempt to look at two different methods and compare them and which one is better than the other. It looks like you correctly located two differences between the synthetic methods, where the second method had two big improvements compared to the first ones. Very nice. Another thing I liked about your talk is that you didn't use any bullet points at all. You didn't include any paragraphs. You focused strictly on the synthetic method. So in almost every minute of your presentation is just showing the methods. And another thing I liked about your presentation is that you showed the normal synthetic method, and you also took a look at a retrosynthetic analysis, which is what people usually start with for showing how they're going to make this thing. They start with the product, they work their way backwards, so that's good. For me, the biggest area of improvement was you could have simplified the show overall if you had simply shown one slide where you show the old method on top converging with compound number 6 in either case, and the new method on the bottom, and then a common synthesis from 6 in 2 steps to hydroxychloroquine. That would have made it much more straightforward and easy to follow. I personally would have skipped the whole retrosynthetic analysis, or maybe show it in the beginning so people can scratch their heads and you say, you need to make this. How are you going to do it? Here's the old method, here's the new method. Then you could show the one slide where it compares them directly, where hopefully people would be nodding their heads and saying, aha. One other technical area that I think could have been better is that when you showed the various syntheses, the reagents were shown in all sorts of different two-dimensional arrangements. Like the amine part might be on the top in one slide and the bottom in the other. Where they combine is just they're all twisted around. If you just keep a common shape that is the same shape for each molecule, the same positioning, for each reagent, and it lines up nicely with the final product. It's just so much easier. It's almost like you're showing how to make a puzzle, but each time you show the puzzle, you're showing it from a different angle, and so people have to sort of reorient yourself. So that's just a technical detail that I think could have been improved. And for the overall scoring, college level, absolutely. Looking at synthetic organic chemistry is not something we did much in AP chemistry, so I think that was appropriate for the college level. Was it inspiring? Absolutely. I mean, you're looking at retrosynthetic analysis, two different methods, which one's better and why, having to describe these things as you go, 10 for 10 there. Was it fascinating? I'm going to give it a 7 for 10 there because for me it was a little bit more confusing. I must have had to spend God, about 10 minutes deconvoluting what you were showing me and trying to rewrite it and sketch it in a process that made sense to me. not bullet pointed, 10 for 10. Was it 5 minutes? It was well under, so 8 for 10 there. Final score is 45 out of 50. Thank you, Thomas, for a very fascinating presentation.